Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's event. This is just a warning. The program starts in less than 5 minutes, so if you need a cup of coffee, if you need a restroom break, the ladies are out and to the right, the men out and to the left. Our program will start in about 3 to 5 minutes. Thank you. Well, good afternoon and welcome to the weekly meeting of the Rotary Club of Kansas City, Kansas, Rotary Club number 1619. We are most proud to host once again the annual mayoral address on the state of the unified government. For decades, the Kansas City, Kansas Rotary Club has hosted this annual event, and we're very happy to fulfill this unique civic role once again. My name is Jay Dunlap. I'm past president of the downtown KCK Rotary Club. Day job, president of Bishop Ford High School. It's my pleasure right now to introduce our club vice president, Njeri Mwangi, who is deputy district attorney in the Wyandotte County DA's office, to lead the Pledge of Allegiance. Njeri?
Good afternoon, everyone. If you could please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Thank you, Njeri. It is the custom of Rotary Club since our founding in Chicago more than 100 years ago to begin meetings with both the pledge and an invocation. So if you would please join me in prayer. Lord, our God, we come to you with gratitude for our blessings and in supplication for our challenges. We thank you for the generous service of the public servants gathered here, notably Mayor Tyrone Garner and Mayor-Elect Watson. May you bless Tyrone upon the completion of his term, and may you bless Mayor-Elect Garner upon the start of hers. Mayor-Elect Watson, pardon me. We thank you for all who serve in our unified government, those elected and those appointed. Grant them the grace to serve the common good. We thank you for the business leaders here and throughout our community who help our city and its families thrive. We thank you for the first responders among us who dedicate their lives to service and sacrifice for the safety of others. Lord, bless them all. We thank you for all here engaged in the healing arts. Lord, bless their work and grant us health in these days. We thank you for all the educators among us. Bless them with the knowledge, understanding, and wisdom to guide young people to be good and great citizens in this community. We thank you for the laborers among us, those who build the beautiful structures of our community. Bless them and the work of their hands. We thank you for all here engaged in social and community services. Again, Lord, bless the work of their hands and hearts. We thank you for the families that are our community. Shower them, Lord, with your grace. We thank you for these and all our blessings. And Lord, as we face challenges, grant us peace in our hearts, our homes, and in our entire community to know and do your will for the betterment of all who make their homes and livelihoods in Kansas City, Kansas. God of grace, hear our prayer. Amen. A word about the club that's hosting this today, of which I'm a proud member. Rotary is a worldwide organization of business, professional, and community leaders who conduct humanitarian service, encourage high ethical standards in all vocations, and help build goodwill, peace, and understanding in the world. One of Rotary's enduring mottos is service above self. For over 100 years, this club has been a key part of the Kansas City, Kansas community, acting out that motto of service above self to support our local community. The Kansas City, Kansas Rotary Club has a long and proud history of community and civic engagement. In addition to supporting the successful international effort to eliminate polio, our club has supported literacy and education efforts with Kansas City, Kansas public and private schools, annually recognized outstanding high school teachers, and provided scholarships to exemplary graduating seniors from across Wyandotte County. This year, the Kansas City, Kansas Rotary Club is helping 8 graduating high school seniors from the class of 2025 pursue their educational careers through $3,000 in direct scholarships and approximately $10,000 in potential scholarships in partnership with the Hispanic Development Fund. In 2025, we've helped our friends and neighbors through partnership with Cross Lines Community Outreach, Junior Achievement of Greater Kansas City, the Shepherd Center, and American Red Cross, among many, many others. We sponsored 4 Bishop Ward students in attending the Rotary Youth Leadership Academy hosted at KU in Lawrence. Whether it's cleaning up neighborhoods and parks, supporting pollinators through milkweed planting projects, stocking shelves in food pantries, championing civil servants, or investing in the people of our community. The Kansas City, Kansas Rotary Club is proud of this community and the things we can accomplish together. And we invite each of you to join us. Right now, we meet weekly at Grandview Park Presbyterian Church, just off of Central Avenue. And we invite you to join us for a 12 p.m. lunch and community building meeting any Tuesday, just like today. On your tables, you will find information about KCK Rotary and membership in the club. Rotary is a unique opportunity to connect with other leaders while building this community. I ask the Rotarians in the room to please stand, and if you're interested, please find a current Rotarian who would be happy to answer any questions you have about ways to get involved. So, our club members. A special word of thanks to the Mayor's office for all their work in making this luncheon possible, especially to Irene Caudillo, Crystal McFetters, and Rocky Mays. Thanks also to Kansas City Catering for providing our wonderful lunch today. How about a hand for them as well? And now it's my pleasure to introduce the person you actually came to hear speak today. Tyrone Garner is the 31st mayor of Kansas City, Kansas, and the 5th mayor CEO since city-county consolidation in 1997, having served as mayor since December 2021. Mayor Garner has been dedicated to providing bold, visionary, decisive, engaged, and community-driven leadership to meet and exceed the reasonable expectations that the community has for its elected officials, with the goal of making all of Wyandotte County a great and safe place to live, work, and raise a family. Mayor Garner has deep Wyandotte County roots. After graduating from Wyandotte High School and service in the U.S. Army, he joined the Kansas City, Kansas Police Department. Through his hard work and dedication, Mayor Garner quickly moved up the ranks and was the youngest recorded African American promoted to the ranks of detective, captain, major, and deputy chief of police within the Kansas City, Kansas Police Department. He was the first and only African American KCK police officer to attend and graduate from the prestigious FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia, and was the first African American male commander to ever command the western portion of KCKS. After many years of service, Mayor Garner retired from the KCKPD in June 2019. Mayor Garner has stated that his favorite thing about Wyandotte County is the cultural diversity, and he's been honored to serve this community as its mayor and CEO. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Garner.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's such an honor and a pleasure to see everybody here today. It's kind of a surreal moment. This is my last major speech with you all, but I've enjoyed the journey. There's so many people, so many friends that really have poured into me over the years, that really made my life easy along the way. Even those that challenged me. You know, I had a mentor one time tell me that in politics, you're not for everybody and everybody's not for you. But what I've learned is that everybody really is for you. Because even the prayers and the supporters and people that are out there, that's great to have, but also you need those critics. You need those pundits because it makes you think about how you do business in support of this community, because our goal should always be excellence, because it's never about you. It should never be about you. It should always be about your service to this community and how you strive to get better in that effort. So everybody that was there that prayed for me, everybody that challenged me, and everybody that may have even held me accountable in ways, thank you. Because what you did is you made me, hopefully, a mayor that this community can remember and maybe be proud of. I'd like to start off by recognizing, as I always do, we have several of our commissioners here. Commissioners, could you please raise your hands and be recognized? Give our commissioners a round of applause. By charter ordinance, this meeting is really for them. The charter mandates that I give our commission an annual update, and that's what this is. Also, we have our county administrator, Mr. David Johnson. Give him a round of applause, and his team. And any elected officials. I see our DA and our sheriff right here in the front, DA Dupree and Sheriff Sopty. But any elected officials in the room, please raise your hand and let's recognize all our elected officials. Now, they said I had 3 hours. Maybe. But I'm going to be brief as I can, because really this is about recapping 4 years. In 4 years, it seems like a long time, but I can tell you it went by very, very quickly. It just seems like yesterday I was on this stage debating and trying to earn the right to be your mayor. And during that time, so much has happened. We've overcome so many challenges. Before I start, though, the Rotary. Let's give it up for the Kansas City, Kansas Rotary. They've been at this for decades of hosting mayors right here in Kansas City, Kansas, and so we're glad they've been great hosts. And I'm sure if you ask them, they could go back several decades to numerous mayors that have given this presentation. But again, it's still hard to believe and extremely humbling that it's been 4 years, like I've mentioned before. Some everyday folks asked me to run for mayor. I wondered why me, and they asked me, why not you? You have years of proven leadership, a heart for people, and a passion to find solutions to challenging problems. They felt that's what was needed at that defining moment in time. With that call to action from a majority of voters, I made a commitment to always put people above power, privilege, politics, and self-serving interests, relying heavily on a community-driven agenda that countless residents equipped me with, servant leadership, challenging complacency, delivering unprecedented community engagement, incorporating best practices, expanding equitable economic development, leveraging collaborations, allowing residents to have a voice, allowing residents for once to have a voice. Yes. Investing in the disinvested, especially those areas east of 635 that have been redlined through racist policies and practices going back decades. Redlined, disenfranchised, and disinvested. We focus on customer service-centric ideologies and a commitment to always putting the great people of Wyandotte County first. Those were our guiding principles. We've consistently framed our service around collaborations that brought residents, businesses, and stakeholders together across geographic, ideological, racial, and political lines throughout all of Wyandotte County. Our focus on small business growth, expanded economic development, cultivating entrepreneurship, safe and livable neighborhoods, responsible when it comes to how we spend your tax dollars, being fiscally responsible, property tax relief, making BPU a benefit and not a burden, quality of life improvements, supporting our great public safety professionals, and an insistence on a high-performing government has been our top priorities over the last 4 years. We knew we had to be bold, unafraid, unapologetic, and courageous in our efforts to bring about unity, opportunity, and hope. A simple message that reinforced the very principles that led to the consolidation in 1997 of the unified government. As we all know, Kansas City, Kansas is a community of opportunity and unmatched potential, a community hungry for greatness. But greatness will never be realized if we allow ourselves to stray from the founding principles that led to our consolidation. Our government should never be viewed as being unified for and within itself. We must always remember our obligation to be unified with and for our people. For without our people, there can be no esteemed government. A government of, for, and reflective of all our people represents not just who we are, but who we should always be as the realized strength and shared prosperity that truly exhibits a truly unified community. Since taking office 4 years ago, it is amazing how far we've come together, listening, reimagining, visioning, collaborating through community-led task forces, tackling hard challenges that were there, not shying away from the tough topics, challenging ourselves to move beyond business as usual, rejecting any form of mediocrity, toppling the "this is how we've always done it" narratives, putting the demands of our people at the top of our to-do list, and making excellence in service job number one is something I insisted that we do together. As a result, we've modified many of our policies at the unified government to improve protocols. We've revamped our budgeting system, streamlined our operations, attracted new business investments, cultivated job growth, reinforced our competitiveness, and continued the work of improving customer service throughout the unified government. As you all remember, we had some spirited commission meetings over the years, robust debates, and a consistent and unprecedented engagement of passionate voices from our residents. What may have appeared to be by some to be divisive was actually an outpouring of people from all walks of life, elected and non-elected, that made their fears, their hopes, their dreams, their demands, their desires, and aspirations relevant through their voice, through their courageous voice that resonated beyond the halls and walls of City Hall, through every corner of Wyandotte County, demonstrating the power of our democracy. To me, this represents a solidarity of purpose, believing that together we could create, we could reimagine, and we could find common ground for a more resilient, inclusive, equitable, vibrant Wyandotte County for today and a powerhouse of a community for tomorrow. With engaged leadership, our unified government slowly began to move in a different direction, moves that embrace industry best practices, fiscal responsibility, commitments to improve customer service, investing again in the disinvested, cultivating entrepreneurs, maximizing support for small businesses, revitalizing neglected parks, renewing efforts to attack blight, examining our burdensome property tax question, embracing equitable economic development, equitable, throughout all of Wyandotte County, to continue building on the success in the West while also erasing the invisible line that I've called economic segregation as you look east. We became more responsible with how we leverage economic development incentives, tackled our mounting debt, looked at poverty, homelessness, trying to develop reasonable and responsible solutions to those troubling challenges, looking at how do we maximize and leverage affordable housing. And we've stood strong with recommitting our support for our public safety professionals, because it goes without saying that a safe Kansas City, Kansas makes for a great Kansas City, Kansas. When you think about Wyandotte County, or as many call it, the dot, it's important to fully understand our makeup and what makes us unique. I just want to take a quick moment, if you bear with me, to walk through some important data points gathered from the Wyandotte Economic Development Council. Research has shown Wyandotte County is home to approximately over 169,000 residents and remains the most diverse county in the great state of Kansas. Over the past 4 years, the population has grown by over 21,000 residents, reflecting our county's vitality as a place to live, work, and raise a family. Our community is richly multicultural, 37% Hispanic, 36.1% white, 18.4% Black, and about 5% Asian, with all else being other, creating a vibrant and dynamic social fabric. Economic progress has been steady since 2021. Median household incomes have increased from over $55,000 to now $65,000, keeping pace with the state and national trends. Housing development added over 24,000 units. If you can believe that. 2,400 units. Primarily multifamily to meet the growing needs of a growing diverse population. Our workforce remains key drivers of strength. Over 82,000 jobs spanning healthcare, government, retail, and manufacturing were created right here in Wyandotte County. Major employers include the University of Kansas Health Systems, Kansas City, Kansas Public Schools, Amazon, UPS, General Motors, and of course, your unified government of Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas. Since 2021, more than 6,007 jobs on top of that have been added, highlighting both resilience and opportunity. Importantly, our county is becoming an increasingly connected place for both workers and employers, where at once 70% of Wyandotte County jobs that were once held by people living outside of the county has shifted to reflect a new dynamic where that figure has dropped to 53%, demonstrating a stronger local engagement in the workforce. Now, let me back up just for a minute there. 70% of people lived out of Wyandotte County that worked here. Think about that. With some of the best high-paying jobs you'd find anywhere in the metro. That has shifted to just over 53%. I think that is something we need to champion and applaud. We've got people anchoring in Wyandotte County. At the same time, 40% of the residents' workforce now both live and work within our county, reflecting growing alignments between local jobs and local talent. These trends, population growth, rising incomes, increased housing, and expanded employment opportunities highlight the resilience of Wyandotte County. On December 1st, 2022, when I stood before you to present my first State of the Government address, our world was vastly different. We were emerging from a pandemic that shook our economy, strained our healthcare system, and changed how we connected with one another. But even then, I witnessed something powerful in our community, a growing wave of passion. We saw neighbors helping neighbors, businesses reopening their doors, teachers showing up, working hard every day with our children. We also saw public work servants working tirelessly to keep this government moving when everything around us seemed uncertain. I remember walking through neighborhoods where people told me, Mayor, we just want to see things get better. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to over the last 4 years. And that is a common theme. They just want better, and not just for themselves. They want better for their neighbors, for their children, and for the future of Wyandotte County. They also said, and it wasn't just about me, but they said, we want to see people and leaders that care. And they said, we hope that's you. That promise to care, to listen, and to lead with heart has guided every decision I've made ever since. This has never been about me. Never. I didn't have to be here. I'm here because I cared about this community. I love Wyandotte County, but I love the people of Wyandotte County even more. Today, as I deliver my final State of the Government address, I do so with deep gratitude for the privilege of being your advocate in chief. On day one of my term, we laid out a 7-point platform around one simple idea. A better Wyandotte County is possible when we put people first. Over these past 4 years, we've faced challenges head-on and made steady, meaningful progress to grow our community and stabilize our fiscal position. And again, there's so many wonderful and amazing things that have been accomplished, but in the interest of time, I'll share a few, but not all, of what we accomplished together. I'm just one person, so it's not what I did. It's what all of us did together. From the beginning, I believed our county was ready for transformational investment projects that would spark growth, not just for the benefit of the day, but for future generations to come, especially for those generations that haven't even been born yet, that will one day call themselves Wyandotte Countyans. We set out to attract new business, new destinations, strengthen our local economy, reinvest in our neighborhoods, and put us on track for a steady recovery from the pandemic. There are too many positives, again, as far as developments that have occurred since I became mayor. But let's highlight just a few. A few that stood out to my team as they helped me put this speech together. And I have to say, I got my team here, and it's the first time I asked them to help me put my speech together because I've just been so busy these last few days. But normally I write my own speeches, but they really helped me put this speech together. And so thank you, team. Thank you. But what stood out to them was the Hollywood Casino Hotel groundbreaking, the KU Cancer Center, the $150 million Margarita Resort Hotel. Rock Island Bridge Entertainment is still on track to open. $60 million in the Homefield Complex developments, Boulevard Lofts, Farrellfoot Inn Hotel. Believe it or not, a laundromat at 18th and Minnesota, an era long overdue for a project development. The estates of Connor Creek, both the old and the new, the Hudson Apartments, Friendship Inn, Wholesale Battery, Marvin Windows, General Motors' commitment to Kansas City, Kansas, CertainTeed's reinvestments, and for a lot of folks, a $95 million Buc-ee's travel destination. I don't really know what that means, but Buc-ee's is here. They're not coming. They are here. We broke ground, so we're glad to have Buc-ee's coming. Atlas 9, if you haven't been there, it's an amazing artistic iteration that really is something, a sight to see. We have a solid waste carts program coming on to help with blight in our community. I really have to give a shout out to a task force that Commissioner Bynum worked on tirelessly. And I just talked to Commissioner Bynum and Commissioner Hill and Commissioner Burrows. He might be somewhere in the building, but I can tell you that whenever I asked them to take on some task force and to lead them, they never said no. They gladly took it on. And there's so many things that came out of those task force, too many to talk about here. But one of the things that I think really resonates to me is Commissioner Bynum and the work that she did with BPU. Because outside of property taxes, the next biggest challenge that we had from a lot of our residents is keeping their lights on. And balancing keeping their lights on with putting food on the table. Because our BPU bill isn't just a regular utility bill. As you know, there's a pilot there. So working with Commissioner Bynum and our administrator and our CFO, Shelley Canuvan, I know she's in here somewhere. There she is. We looked at our budget and we managed to take what was a high of 11.9% BPU pilot, and we've brought that down to 9.9% with a commitment to take it down even further, and that is something that is going to help our working families, our seniors on fixed income, and those struggling trying to make ends meet every single day. I think that team, they deserve a round of applause. That is a promise we made and a promise that hopefully people will see that we tried to keep. Environmental Services rebranded and reinvigorate their efforts. Strategic focusing on blight abatement. John, he's in the back, and his team, they've been given that task. I call them facilities maintenance, but that's the old term. But refocusing on blight in our community. And they are really going all in as we go into the new year with leveraging every resource available at the unified government to really clean up our community. There was a 10 to 50% initiative that I recommended to our commission, and they went along with me and agreed to where new incentive revenues can be slated for debt reduction. And that's important because our administrator and our CFO told us, we learned during my term as mayor that 44% of some of our budget that we get every year in Kansas City, Kansas, just goes towards debt reduction. Believe it or not. It's a huge amount. And so this should help with that. An expansion of the tax and utility rebate programs. Monica Sparks is there. She manages that. She does an awesome job. She is a go-getter outside of being the clerk, and we're glad of the work her and her team do to really provide meaningful rebate programs to our seniors and our neighbors most in need in Wyandotte County. $700 million in capital investments year to date. Just over 4,000 new trade permits being issued year to date, up from 857 in 2023, if you can believe that. All in all, 96 projects announced. And over the last 4 years, $2.5 billion in capital investments right here in the great community of Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas. Thank you, Wyandotte. Thank you to our Economic Development Director. Thank you. With 45 valued projects east of 635, demonstrating commitment to balanced investments and countywide growth. We successfully saw the redevelopment of the Legacy at Northeast and Terrace Point, development of the 59th Street Affordable Homes Initiative, KCATA College housing initiatives on State Avenue. The KCK downtown campus is coming, and if you drive by there, you'll see it coming up pretty quick. A community benefits ordinance, I believe that was led by Commissioner Davis. We also worked to remove development fees east of 78th Street and waive certain application fees and permit fees to help those developers that really wanted to invest in Wyandotte County, to make that process easier, removing some of the bureaucratic barriers. An affordable housing trust fund was developed, again with the leadership of our commission, Commissioner Bynum, Commissioner Davis, Commissioner Johnson. They worked hard. And we're in talks with the tenant, believe it or not, to keep the goods and services that we've come to expect in our downtown operational long after I'm gone at the Merck store right there at 5th and Minnesota. And we're excited about that. We opened a motor vehicle satellite office in Bonner Springs with over 800 residents served since October. We're auditing the Treasury Department with recommendations forthcoming to improve service for those needing vehicle registrations and tag renewals. There are many housing developments in the works, CGR 300 single-family homes. Francine Sutton, are you here, Francine? Raise your hand. Give her a round of applause. Yes. She is just not building affordable homes as you would think they are, and I don't know how she does it. But she is building affordable, quality homes that families can be proud of. And we need that because we need to anchor families right here in our great community. There's an initiative at 18th and Quindaro of several developers looking to redevelop affordable housing at that location. The Helms and the Yards, too, along the Kansas River. Mosaic Development continues to build quality affordable homes throughout all of Wyandotte County. Cottages Village West, Project Shire, City Hall Place, Rebud Reserve, Mount Carmel Corporation, transformative redevelopment proposal that is slated for the Northeast, and we're so excited about that. And there are other developments slated to come online at 86th and State Avenue. We successfully updated our food truck ordinance through committee input, and that's something that hopefully will give those individuals that wanted guidance and those residents that wanted better oversight something that balances that. As a retired police officer, it was mentioned earlier, I'm proud of the work of our public safety professionals. At the Kansas City, Kansas Police Department, homicides are down 63% since 2020. Yes. That was a small clap. Get ready to clap real big. With our Kansas City, Kansas Police Department under the leadership of Carl Oakman and his executive team and all the great men and women of our police department, I don't care what anybody says, because I say it again, you cannot have a great community without a safe community. And that goes in line with our sheriff, Soptic, and our DA working together with our state and federal authorities. They together have collaborated to reduce crime in Kansas City, Kansas to historic, decades-long historic lows in Wyandotte County. That is something that we need to applaud. Wyandotte County is truly a safe place. Our Kansas City, Kansas Fire Department reopened the Fairfax Fire Station. They opened a new fire station in Turner. The fire department also reduced overtime by more than 91%, saving taxpayers $2.3 million. Let's give Chief Rubin and his command staff a round of applause. Now, we talked about public safety, and this person, she's kind of shy. She likes to be a background person. But leading that from the administrator's office is Bridget Cobbins. Yes, give her a round of applause. Yes. She's the glue that holds public safety together, and she doesn't like a lot of, that. But I would be remiss if we didn't recognize her for the great work that she's done and all the years that she's done it right here at the Unified Government. She's earned that right. And so thank you, Bridget, for everything you've done. The Wyandotte County Sheriff brought on a new cadet program. Our municipal court added translation devices to aid in courtroom services. They also, for once during my term, they focused on marijuana abatement. And what I mean by that is that we can't decriminalize marijuana use in the great state of Kansas without legislative support. But what our municipal court did, and our Chief Judge, Schultz, is they took on that because we know that after 3 strikes here in Kansas, it turns into a felony. And that really bothered me when I approached that topic for discussion because we're surrounded by 4 states where marijuana is pretty much legal. And our young people sometimes don't know that. And we don't want to criminalize them in a way that sets them back in a way that will negatively impact their life forever. And so our courts here, municipal courts, saw that. They worked with the DA's office to implement coincided a really robust program of expungements. They also outlined policies and put them in place to where the first step isn't punitive punishment, but to help our young people and anybody, for that matter, that consumes marijuana and comes before the court, that the court will act a lot more lenient than what they did in years past. And that's something that I think is really valuable here in Wyandotte County. Our transportation department has upgraded major transit stops. Our transportation director's here. Give her a round of applause. Yes, raise your hand. She's somewhat new to her position, but she's done an outstanding job of really just working with KCATA and the board and our staff. And I believe that we have Frank White here. Frank White and your team, are you here? Raise your hand. I know he's somewhere. Yep, there he is back there. When I became mayor, Mr. White told me, he said, whatever you need, Mayor, we're going to reinvigorate our investments and our engagement with Wyandotte County. And he stayed true to his word. And working with our transportation director, what you've seen is major transit stops, reinvestments, renewals. What was once out, which you saw in certain parts of our city, vandalized bus stops and shelters has now been replaced with new, improved shelters, with major transit hubs slated for increased investment. We've invested $13.1 million in quality of life projects throughout Kansas City, Kansas. Leading that, believe it or not, and if you looked at any of our parks east of 635, is our Parks Department. Angel Ferrer, where are you at? I just want you to stand. Give this young lady an awesome round of applause. She and her team, the entire Parks Department. When I became mayor, and some of you heard me tell this story before, when I became mayor, I graduated from Wyandotte in 1987. Yeah, it seems like yesterday. Yeah, we got bulldogs in the house. But some of our parks didn't look any different from when I graduated from high school in 1987. The disinvestment was shameful. And I went to our parks director when I became mayor, and I shared that with her, and she said, say no more. She said, we're going to invest in parks in a way like you've never seen before, Mayor. And she made that commitment, not to me, but to the people east of 635 that deserved better. They deserve the same level of resources and commitment from the unified government as any other area in town. And so what you've seen now, if you go north from Quindaro Park all the way down to Rosedale, from River to 635, Argentine, Armourdale, every park has been touched in Wyandotte County with major reinvestments and revitalization. And that is something we can be proud of, especially in a community where our health outcomes have been extremely low. And what I've seen is our kids are back playing on the ball courts, pickleball, basketball. Our seniors are walking on the trails. These parks are being utilized in a way unlike anything we've ever seen before. Yes. And what that says to me is that erases that notion that we can't do anything east of 635. That says to me that if we build it, they'll come. They'll come. I look at the Third Walk right here in Strawberry Hill and all the people that come out and support that event over the summer. People not just from Wyandotte County, but from outside of Wyandotte County. If you look at what the Black Market does on Quindaro in collaboration with, if any of you had Wilson's Pizza, and the hundreds of people that have come out over the years, they said that wouldn't happen. It happens. What they do in Argentine, and the Argentine Betterment Corporation, and how they bring people out. Caba and I see Edgar somewhere around here. There he is. Give Edgar a round of applause. That young man has come in here, and as you know, go down Central Avenue. He's the reason we have a taco trail here in Kansas City, Kansas, believe it or not. And just entrepreneurs and small businesses that have done amazing things, and we owe it to his leadership. But there's many, many more. So I challenge those that say it can't be done in Wyandotte County. Think again. Don't doubt the resilience of our community and our people, especially those people that have been left out and disenfranchised for far too long. They deserve the goods, services, and resources and support from our business community and our leadership, just like you'd find anywhere else in town. It's time we start getting back to that and give the people throughout all of Wyandotte County what they deserve. The real measure of any elected official isn't what happens while in office, it's what continues after we leave. Our greatest joy will undoubtedly be to watch the seeds of progress we planted continue to grow. Coming into office based off the concerns of countless stakeholders, we set out to find it, face it, and fix it. In our first year, we worked to conduct thorough assessments, not just of who we were, but rather who we should be at our unified government. An outside, independent, unaffiliated, soft forensic performance audit uncovered troubling realities. What we found was a UG financially challenged, at risk with the fiscal stability and long-term viability of our government. In our second year, we faced it, acknowledging openly that the government was not at its best. And that's something that I mentioned. And we communicated that truth directly to all of you, not shying away from it, because that's what our community deserved, the truth. In our third year, our hardworking leadership and staff at the unified government, working with our stakeholders, we fixed it. Last year, I came back and I said, we stabilized your unified government by way of new systems, best practices, fresh leadership, and a revamping of our protocols, shoring up our financial position and returning fiscal responsible governance to your unified government. And this year, we solidified that progress by expanding opportunity, to revamp policies, equitable economic development, and continued audits of your unified government. Even with these measures, our unified government remains financially fragile. A fragility we did not create, but inherited with you. Although fragile, our government is currently stable and resurgent ready. The UG bond rating remains adequate. We're bringing in more sales tax revenues than ever before. We're finally seeing the eastern part of our city as being a vital part to our growth and shared prosperity. Housing for all income levels is being prioritized to anchor families right here in our great community. And our budget reflects a commission that has approved investments in areas where those investments are desperately needed most. We believe that we have set the stage for a unified government that is well positioned to be more accountable, more resilient, and better prepared to embrace both opportunities and challenges than at any other point in the last 4 years. UG commissioners, and again, this is for you, and our community members that are here joining them today, as well as all our stakeholders. I'll sum everything up today to say that although our UG financials remain extremely fragile, the state of our unified government remains completely stable. With the awesome resilience of people of our community continue to make Wyandotte County a great place to live, work, and raise a family. That in itself should lead confidence that the overall state of our community continues to be stronger than ever. As we reflect on the state of our government, we see a community embodying unity, opportunity, and hope. Unity is our neighbors helping and uplifting neighbors, with opportunities never ending in our quest for greatness, and hope that dictates an even better tomorrow for all those that love and call Wyandotte County home. Wyandotte County's greatest strength isn't its location, economy, infrastructure, tourist attractions, or even the unified government. It is and always will be our people. To our small business owners, keep innovating. To our entrepreneurs, keep believing. To our community activists, stay vigilant. To our youth, dream big. To our hardworking residents, looking for hope of a better day, stay encouraged. To our seniors, don't stop believing. To all those that love and call Wyandotte County home, please know that you are our greatest asset. You truly are the prevailing positive energy that will carry this awesome community forward. As I prepare to hand over this office, I do so with both gratitude and confidence in the foundation we built together. I also leave knowing that hard work will continue. Hard work to find solutions to challenges surrounding a high effective property tax rate, growing poverty, homelessness, a BPU that is still not quite yet a real utility bill, fiscal challenges, blight, years of deferred maintenance-induced failed infrastructure, duplication of services, staffing shortages, massive encumbered debt, unfunded mandates, ballooning budgets, increase in non-essential service spending, economic development, stifling policies, customer service shortfalls, burdensome nickel and dime fees, and numerous pockets of unnecessary bureaucracy will no doubt need to be addressed in the months and years ahead. But as with any problem with a collective of the willing, that's all of you, committed and working together through persistence, hard work, actionable solutions are always there to be found. That is the confidence we should all have, knowing that the opportunity for greatness assures us that the best for Wyandotte County is yet to come. Even with challenge, I believe that the future is bright for Wyandotte County. I believe, and I hope that you'll believe that with me. I have to recognize my team that has really been there along the way here in 2024. I asked all of them to stand. My Chief of Staff, Irene Cadillo, wherever she's at, hopefully she didn't get away. Give her a round of applause. She came in and just took the baton from Dr. Mildred Edwards, and I can say she is the first Latina following the first African-American female Chief of Staff ever in the history of the great city of Kansas City, Kansas. Lavert Murray was a part of that team. I know he's here somewhere. Lavert, raise your hand. Give him a round of applause. Anna Marin, she was the phone voice to my office, and if you needed anything done, she was there, and she kept me on point. Yeah, she made sure of it. So give Anna Marin, yes, my executive assistant, a round of applause. Steve Williams, you know, he was a police officer as well, and I like to call him officer friendly because everybody knows him. Great individual, the most kindest, loving person to give you his coat off his back if you needed it. And he's been just my community engagement advisor, and he's really been a pleasure. If you see me, you know he's right there with me. Give it up for Steve Williams. And all of us know JD, the infamous, world-renowned JD Rios. Yes. He's technically been a volunteer, but he's been a trusted and valued liaison in my office for several years. Thank you, JD, for everything. Our office mission has always been, from day one, and this is what I told all of them, and I made them memorize it, so give them their test question after we leave here. To give this community your best and let your best always reflect excellence. And I'm proud to say my team did that every single day. Thank you, team. Thank you. Thank you. I also want to recognize the executive team that worked hard to help you make history with me becoming your first African-American mayor. That's Carolyn Wyatt. She's here today. Give it up for Carolyn. Arisha Towers, Taylor Wash, Nicholas Garner, Valerie and Daryl Burton that are with us here today. She was my campaign manager, yes, and her husband. Virginia Sewing, we all know Virginia, Miss Virginia. Wander and Walter Miner, Jackie Brown and Miss Hale Davis, as well as Daryl Hall, Mark and Tiffany Hopper. Thank you all for embracing the vision and galvanizing our community around my campaign theme, which was together, let's make it happen. And together we did. I also want to take time to recognize the appointed community volunteers and task force volunteers that spent countless hours. Again, these were volunteers. They didn't get paid a dime, but they came faithfully to your unified government because we gave them that space to help find real solutions to real problems that we know impacted the lives of real people every single day. And not because they had to, but because they cared about this community. They know who they are. And that work will forever be valued. Let's give it up for them, because I know some of them are in this room as well. As I begin to wrap up my time with you, I just want to say thank you, Wyandotte County. Thank you. Thank you so much for your trust, your partnership, and your belief in what we could achieve together. Through challenge, through shared success, it has truly been a privilege to serve you for almost 40 years, believe it or not. Public service. Not just the police department, on the community college board, the ad hoc group against crime board, as the Kansas African American Affairs Commissioner, and so many more boards and committees. It's truly been an honor to serve and work with so many of you. Again, to do my part, to hopefully make a difference, not for me, but in the lives of others. As a lifelong public servant and as your mayor, thank you again for giving me that opportunity to embark on this life journey with you. Just know that the work goes on, the opportunities are endless, and what can be achieved together. My parting words is that I want you all to have a safe, and that means everyone, and blessed Christmas. And as we do that, let's not forget those that are struggling to make ends meet, our homeless population that are out on our streets, those that struggle to find food to put in their bellies every single day. And let's support our new commission as we find a new location to build a new and improved wraparound services centered Willa-Gill Center that can provide those services that our community and that population desperately needs right here in Wyandotte County. Again, I love all of you, supporters, pundits, critics, and champions alike. As a child of God, which we all are, I try to do my very best, and that's all I could do. I'm just one person. And I stood on this stage at my inauguration ceremony, and I told you all, I can't do it together. It's really what we could, it's not what I could do, it's what we had to do together. Again, for almost 40 years, I just simply tried to put my service to you above myself. I truly love Wyandotte County, and I love all the people that make this community proud even more. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the privilege of service. With that being said, recently, we all anxiously awaited for the will of the people to become clear. That is the power of our democracy. Last month, our community chose its next leader, the visible head of the unified government, Mayor-Elect Christal E. Watson. Now you have plenty more time for applause. Homegrown, a lifelong Wyandotte County resident, community advocate, business champion, and proven leader, orchestrated a phenomenal and historic political win, unlike anything we've ever seen before, short of my campaign. She is someone deeply committed to the values that make our community strong. And I know that she will strive to make all our residents relevant, because that's what she does. Everybody matters. To her and her team, everybody will matter, and I'm confident of that. Yes, that deserves a round of applause. Looking forward to our new chapter with new leadership. The people have spoken. Christal Watson, the first African-American female mayor elected in the history of the great city of Kansas City, Kansas, brings forth her vision to reset, renew, and rebuild. Powerful. That vision reflects exactly what a healthy transition of leadership should be. Reset embodies passing the torch with confidence, knowing that the work we begin will continue in very capable hands. Renew. With new leadership comes a renewed commitment to Wyandotte County, one that honors the past while also embracing fresh energy and innovative ideas for the future. Rebuild. As we embrace that future, I'm proud of the foundation that we've laid together, a foundation strong enough for the next team of leadership, and not just her, but those commissioners as well, that she's going to rely on to get the work that needs to be done for all the people of our great community. And their leadership is going to carry this community forward, and they're going to need your support. But that foundation needs to be solidified. And this is really serious to me. This message is for our unified government commissioners. My call to action to you moving forward is that you fully and without condition restore the executive privileges politically withdrawn in 2022 to the office of the mayor as was approved by voters in 1997. Allowing the duly elected mayor, chief executive officer of the unified government of Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas, the charter-ordained visible head of our government. Yes, the charter-ordained visible head of this government as elected, duly elected by the people of this county. The unrestrained ability to lead, to govern, and carry forth her platform as she sees fit, as approved by a majority of voters in this year's election. It's time we get back to recognizing the mayor CEO as being the duly elected visible head of this government, again, as outlined in our charter, and support her vision, support her team, support the commissioners that she has to work with, support staff that really is the glue that's going to bring all of it together, because their success is going to be all of our success. That is the will of the people. Mayor-elect Watson earned that right, and she should not be denied. That right should have never been taken from the first persons of color in the history of our great diverse community in the heart of America. I share in the confidence of countless others in the ability of Mayor-elect Christal Watson to guide this county forward with integrity, compassion, vision, vigilance, innovation, and most of all, excellence. In that spirit of unity and continuity, you can all stand up now. Please welcome our next mayor and CEO of this unified government of Wyandotte County. Give it up now. Please give her the best round of applause you can give her. Mayor-elect, the next chapter of leadership here at the unified government, Mayor-elect Christal Watson.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I know you've been sitting here for a minute, but can I get a better good afternoon than that? Good afternoon. We are at a wonderful time in our beautiful Wyandotte County, and I just want to, first of all, thank God for the grace that gives us and that allows us to be here today, together, hopeful and ready for what's next. I also want to thank Mayor Tyrone Garner for his service and his leadership and his dedication to this community over the last 4 years. Mayor Garner, thank you for passing the torch with dignity, with respect, and with a commitment to continuity. Our entire county is better when leadership moves forward hand in hand. So far, the transition has been a wonderful experience, and I thank his team and Mayor Garner for what they're doing for our new team with the mayor's office. So thank you again, Mayor Garner. To the voters of Wyandotte County, thank you. Thank you for believing in the possibility of what we can become. Thank you for trusting me with the responsibility to serve you. And thank you for choosing a future where people come first, where process is strengthened, and where policy is used to build for the prosperity of our communities. To my supporters, volunteers, campaign team, and every neighbor who knocked on doors, made phone calls, prayed for me, encouraged me, and lifted this campaign, I am truly humbled by your belief in our shared vision. You did not just support a candidate. You supported a movement for a stronger Wyandotte County. Today I stand before you deeply honored, but also deeply aware. This moment is bigger than me. It's bigger than one person. It is about all of us. It is about a community ready to reset, renew, and rebuild. Reset, it just means starting over, and it doesn't mean just starting over. It means clearing the noise, removing the barriers, and embracing a fresh mindset. It means choosing collaboration. It means choosing service. And it means putting aside our personal agendas. Yes, even when we disagree, to focus on what is truly in the best interest of Wyandotte County. Because when we remember that leadership is not about who gets credit, but about who gets results, our community wins. Renewal means asking ourselves, what kind of county do we want to be? What kind of neighbor do you want to be? What kind of legacy will we leave? We renew our commitment to fairness. We renew our commitment to transparency. We renew our commitment to treating our neighbors, every neighbor, with honor and love. And let me tell you, Wyandotte County is filled with people who love one another, who show up for one another, who fight for one another. We have endured tough times, but tough times do not define us. They refine us. Rebuilding is where hope becomes action. We rebuild trust between government and the community. We rebuild processes that help, not hinder progress. And we will rebuild the infrastructure that supports our families, our businesses, and our future workforce. And we will rebuild it together. From Argentine to Cordero, from Piper to Rosedale, from Turner to Bonner, from Edwardsville to Armourdale to downtown KCK, every neighborhood will have a seat at the table. Every commissioner will have a voice in shaping solutions. Every resident and every UG staff will have opportunities to thrive. Because we grow best when we grow what? Together. People, process, and policy. That was the platform. But this platform is not a slogan. It is a roadmap. We begin where it matters most, with the people. We will listen first, we will serve first, and we will ensure that every decision reflects the needs of our residents, families, seniors, youth, and small businesses. The people of Wyandotte County are resilient, they're brilliant, they're hardworking, full of potential, and we deserve government that matches our strength. We will strengthen the processes that make our local government efficient and accountable. Clear communication, faster decision-making, and better coordination will be the standard, not the exception. We will remove barriers that slow progress and build systems that work for everyone. Let me hear you say it, together. And through thoughtful, responsible policy, we will create solutions that last. Policies that support housing, economic mobility, public safety, mental health, infrastructure, and neighborhood development, not quick fixes, but long-term sustainable change. Wyandotte County, this is our moment. When we truly care about this county, then we must care about one another. When we truly want progress, we must choose unity over division. When we truly want change, then we must be willing to do the work together. The truth is simple. We all have a part to play in building the Wyandotte County we deserve. So today, I ask you to join me. Join me in lifting our neighborhoods. Join me in creating opportunity. Join me in healing old wounds. Join me in building a county where every child, every dream they could possibly have, and every family can thrive. Join me in believing, truly believing, that our best days are not behind us. They are ahead of us. I am so honored to be your next mayor and CEO, and I am committed to serving with integrity, with courage, and compassion. And I am ready to get to work. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to walk hand in hand with each of you as we reset, renew, and rebuild Wyandotte County, what? Together. I am honored again for the opportunity to serve. I look forward to being there for the fire department and the police department and the sheriff's department and the UG administrators. I can't wait to work with you all, and the DA's office, and Wyandotte Economic Development Council, and gosh, Vibrant Health. I see you guys in the house, and all of the departments that are represented here within unified government. I can't wait to work with you, and I can't wait to work with the county commissioners. Man, we've got so much work to do, but I am so looking forward to it, and I'm so optimistic that our better days truly are ahead. I am so looking forward to working with every neighborhood group, every community agency, and every not-for-profit and nonprofit agencies that are out there working every day to build a better Wyandotte County. I cannot wait to work with you. And I am excited about where we are going. It's going to be a new day, and it is going to be a day filled of opportunity every single day, because you're a part of this, so am I, and I know you are ready to join me in this work. Are you ready, Wyandotte County? Are you ready, Wyandotte County? Are you ready, Wyandotte County? Then let's get it done. God bless you all, and thank you.
On behalf of all of us, our thanks to Mayor Garner and Mayor-Elect Watson. And I now ask you to draw your attention to the video screen for a presentation of highlights of Mayor Garner's term.
Community-driven in government has nothing to do with building a legacy, but rather what good can be left for the next era of leadership. For some, public offices are a calling, a passion that never stops. Most objectives have a finish line. Service to others simply isn't one of them. We continuously pass the baton of hope to leaders that are challenge ready. In reflecting on the state of the government, I've looked back on my 4 years as well as all things in 2025, from big to small. We build, we correct, we legislate, we champion, we learn. And this year, regrettably, we also mourn. As we all well know, when people hear the word government, they may think of bureaucracy or even taxes, but we often fail to think of picnics for the disabled, sock hops for our elderly, peace walks on our streets, cleanups in our neighborhoods, toy drives for our kids, and food collections for those most in need. Being out in the community, connecting, listening to the people through engaged leadership was something we embraced. Community input sessions at public meetings, Mayor Tyrone Tuesdays, Dot Talks, task force opportunities, and community surveys were all designed to give our public a strong voice in helping to find solutions that were truly community-driven. As you know, another top priority for us was fiscal responsibility, promoting streamlined government, advocating for responsible budgeting, equitable economic development, and most importantly to many, property tax and BPU pilot fee relief. We invited the public to budget workshops to promote community involvement and transparency, as well as taking a deep dive into each department's budgeting processes to streamline costs and curtail spending. While we have a vibrant and exciting scene out west, the East and Northeast was targeted for inclusive growth, with a goal to erase the proverbial line of economic segregation from east to west and north to south. We aggressively pursued prioritizing investments in historically disinvested areas, exemplified by establishing a pilot business improvement program, administering small business grants in 2024 and 2025, and land bank parcel allocations in disinvested areas that are slated to create over 450 housing developments upon completion. The Quindaro Ruins was also championed as a diamond in the rough for economic development and revitalization in an area that had been for far too long redlined and disenfranchised. Infrastructure is the artery by which the county flows, and this development has been a top priority. Our achievements through parks and recreations are almost too many to list, but playgrounds and dog parks have popped up everywhere, especially in disinvested areas of our community. We have the first of its kind in the country with the Rock Island Bridge, and I encourage all to check it out as soon as it's open to the public. We completed the Boston Daniels Park, a new playground in Strawberry Hill. We'll soon have the Call Point Trailhead, as well as the development of the Green Line Kansas City and Urban Trail looping around Kansas City. All of this and many, many more successes were implemented to make Wyandotte County a safe and great place to live, work, and raise a family. We have some of the most loyal and passionate residents you're likely to find anywhere. And those are the very same community members that work in your unified government. Often with limited resources, difficult obstacles, we continue to strive towards excellence, creating safe and livable neighborhoods for generations yet to be born. Everyday people and government workers that I want all to champion for their commitment and resilience, doing their part, big and small, in making life better for all those that love and call our awesome community home. I began today with the phrase community-driven, a phrase that signifies a shared purpose driven by the hope of a better day. Again, this has never been about me. It was always about the potential of what we could achieve collaboratively together, valuing the needs, requests, and the dreams of everyday people. I hope that in the years to come, through evolving priorities, reinforced values, that the spirit of this community and this government retains a simple but necessary call to action, one in which all public officials always put the people of our awesome community first. I'm Tyrone Garner. I love you, Wyandotte County. It has truly been an honor to serve you. I am community driven, every person, every neighborhood, every single day.
I I think we're ultra rich in cultural diversity. I will put it that way.
I think
we're ultra rich in cultural diversity. I will put it that way. And the people really come along when people is needed to help or extend their hand to a neighbor or to the whole community.
Everybody, any color, any size, any upbringing, any culture, any ethnicity is fighting to become a community that is truly remarkable.
My favorite part of Wyandotte County is historic Wyandotte County. We have the Underground Railroad, also the history of our Mayor Tyrone Garner, first black male mayor.
It's the best. We love everybody here. They're like a family, you know, and just so sweet here. I love them, they love me, just so appreciate it.
No matter what the differences are, because of the diversity and people feeling the need, we come together as one. When you look out there and see people helping, they're from all backgrounds. No matter what, Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas is a collaborative, unified front when it comes time to helping, needing, and embracing.
Matt, I've been here all my life. It's my town. We're all God's children. We're just wrapped in different birthing paper. Simple enough.
Thank you all for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you at future Rotary events. We have a tradition of finishing our meetings by reciting the Rotary four-way test. Will you please stand and join with us? It's the four-way test of the things we think, say, and do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.